All right, just kind of talk about, your reaction. Stunned when Coach resigned his position?
Not really. We had a couple of conversations. In fact, we met last week,
Okay.
and we met again yesterday. And at the end of the day, a decision was made, and I support Coach Wells' decision 100%.
Now, earlier in the day, there was a report by a different media outlet that came out and said Coach was fired, and apparently it came through from an administrator. Is that totally false? There was no firing whatsoever?
I can only speak for myself, and I have the authority to speak for Dr. Yarbrough. That was he on the phone a few minutes ago. It didn't come from either one of us. And at the university, let's make one thing clear. There's only one at this university that has the power and authority to hire and fire. That's Dr. Earl Yarbrough, the president.
Okay.
So happened that in the intercollegiate athletic, he had delegated authority to me. And he and I was in constant contact. He understood exactly what was going on. I kept him appraised of it. And when Coach Wells resigned, I accepted his resignation.
Did you in any way, shape, or form, for what, the football program had seemed to be going in the right direction than it has been in years, did you try to not accept his resignation in any way and say, let's work through this, Coach, because of what you've done for the university? Or was it an understanding immediately that it's time to go in a different direction?
That's a difficult question to answer because you implied that when I said program, you mean the entire athletic program or football program?
The football program.
What does it include, football program, as far as you're concerned?
As far as football goes, as
Okay.
far as everybody surrounding the football
Well,
program.
number one, this is an academy, an institution.
Okay.
We should recruit student athletes. They are students before they're athletes.
Okay.
At the university. So when I look at a program, I look at the entirety of the program. The character, integrity of the student, the academic progress, which is the one thing hopefully their parents send them here for, or they come here for. That's ultimate to us. So I'll only say that we met with Coach Wells. At the end of the day, he tendered his resignation and it was accepted.
Can you tell me anything that led up to this decision of his? I mean, because let's put it this way. We're
You would
6
have to
days.
get from him.
Okay.
Okay? As I mentioned in the paper, I support the decision, the statement he made in the paper, 100%.
Okay. I have a hard time. He started a television show that was gaining momentum from people that I've heard in the community. There were a lot of other things that he did for this university. I remember shooting camera. He was in the parade and helping represent SSU. I have a higher time believing what Coach said to me.
Well, you have to listen. I
do.
cannot speak to his character and integrity. I can say this about Claude Flythe. I place my character and my integrity on a level equal to above anyone you know.
Okay.
I stand behind my decision.
Was he in any way, shape, or form forced to resign from the university?
I don't believe in forced resignation. I believe either you resign or you're terminated. His statement was he resigned. Why would I question his statement to you? That you would have to talk to him about.
Okay.
And if after you talk to him, if I'm not satisfied with his explanation, then you can come back and talk to me. But as it stands right now, when he left this office, I told him I would support his decision. And I'd be less than who I think I am if I did not support it. Now, I can understand in your profession you have questions. There are many questions. But it so happened that there is power in superior information. I might have information you don't have. Coach Will would have information you don't have. I have to do what I think in the best interest of Savannah State University. The day that I can do that, you would not see me.
Where do you guys go from here then? I mean, what kind of a coach are you looking for? What's the next step for the university here to try and at least keep kids? I mean, we're at a crucial time here. It's 5 days now till this national signing period.
Sir.
So how quick do you pick this up?
If I can say to you this, I have never been a person who believed that always more is better.
Okay.
Coach Wells, as you saw the paper, would say next week. I am not a person who would take the advantage, either Coach Wells, the parents or students, to sacrifice for the university or myself. If Coach Wells is going to resign today or next week, my professional integrity tells me, in fairness to everyone concerned, we should do it now. So between now and the 5th of September, 3rd of February, whenever it is, that the student athlete, number one, the parents of those student athletes, the coaches would have a right to make an informed decision based on the circumstance as it exists. I could easily wait until next week and take the advantage of those students that Coach Wells and everybody has recruited. Am I going to do that? No, never will.
But what I'm asking though is who's in charge now? How are we going forward to get these athletes to win?
There were more than one coach recruiting.
Okay.
I would hope at Savannah State University, when a young man or young woman choose to come to this university, they don't come here just because of athletics. They come here because they believe they can get a quality education. That's number one. I hope they don't come just because of any coach. I hope they don't come because of Dr. Flythe. I hope they come because Savannah State University has added value to their educational endeavors. Not 1/10 of 1% of the student athletes who matriculate here are going to be a professional. The bottom line is, as far as I'm concerned, it's been that way all my life, is that you're a student first and an athlete second. And all the things that go along with that. Now, hopefully we will provide an opportunity here that they can achieve both their academic pursuits and their athletic pursuits. But I would never place the athletic above academic.
Are all the football coaches on the football staff still there? Did any other ones resign, or did any of them get dismissed? Or
As the paper indicated, Coach Julius Dixon,
okay,
the defense guard, is interim head coach. No other coach has been dismissed.
Okay.
What we would do, we would wait for Coach Dixon and Mrs. Suggs, who is the interim athletic director, who had the power and authority to go with the position, to make a recommendation to me after they have done an assessment. And remember, it's less than 24 hours.
Right. So will it be an opening for a head coach? I mean, are you waiting to really see the groundwork before you say, all right, we have an opening here, we're not going to go with an interim, or we're going to immediately place a search? How does the process go?
To me, interim means it could be 1 minute or 100 years.
Okay.
I am not in a panic mode, as I said to the president. I have a calmness on me to date I haven't had in a long time, knowing that I have quality people, character, integrity, in position to lead this university, and I will stand behind it. I'm not in a rush to get an athletic director, not in a hurry to get a head football coach. We would take our time and do what is, in the end, the recommendation that I make to Dr. Yarborough, the president, is what I believe in the best interest of Savannah State University.
How do you brush off? I know a lot of people, Savannah State University doesn't have the greatest reputation as far as longevity of head coaches. It's been a whirlwind tour of head coaches. How do you tell the people that maybe thought, all right, finally we got a head coach in here, he's going to be here for the longevity? How do you tell these people that it's the same thing? We continue to see the same cycle where this school or university doesn't keep a head coach for a long time. How do you get them back on board to get in the seats?
When you say back on board, a person who is loyal to the university is not loyal to a coach if the coach happens to be at the university. I would prefer you be loyal to Savannah State University rather than being loyal to Claude Flythe. Okay? Okay? If you're loyal to the university, you accept what the university does if it does it with character, integrity, and honesty. What I will offer to you is I have peace with myself. I am not in a position where I look for, for lack of a better word, I don't make decisions based on popularity or what I believe people want. Okay. I make decisions in the best interest of this university, and I will stand behind my position. Now, you said success, and I will say to you, at no point in my meeting with the athletic director, interim athletic, Mrs. Suggs, the head football coach, Coach Wells, did I ever say anything about one-loss record. Okay. Never. It was not, I never said anything about a one-loss record. And that's what I really can't understand all the excitement about this, because he resigned. Now, I cannot just look, I couldn't even look at the one loss. If it were 11-0 or 10-0, if he resigned under the circumstances he did, I would say the same thing. Okay. Because I think that the program, you have to look at the university and the program as a whole, not, and if you look at it, like you said, what he's done is not what I've done, it's what the university has done, okay? No man or woman is an island, okay? Because I could easily, if you look at the record, I could ask you, if we won 5 games last year, how did we win 2 this year? Right. Is that a logical question to assume or ask?
Absolutely.
So that's why I'm saying I'm not looking at one-loss record, because you could win all of them. And if the university does not win, you haven't won anything.
And finally, unrelated to that, you have an interim athletic director as well, because Bart Belair's 2 months ago. I'm not sure the exact date. Where does the search stand for that? Where do you guys stand with filling the athletic director position?
Again, I'm not in panic mode, because the thing about it, I just indicated, I have put people in positions I feel comfortable with.
So is there a position open even, or are you even searching for an athletic director?
Are we going to search for? We're going to search for a head football coach and an athletic director, but we're not going to do it in a panic mode.
Could that person be the same person to fill both those roles? We've seen that at
No,
universities
it'll be
before.
a separate position.
Okay.